Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and guess what? The Warframe event for Halloween, Nights of Naberus, is now officially here on Deimos Necrolisk. Visit Daughter in the Necrolisk to view the event details. If you don't know what Necrolisk Nights of Naberus is, it is essentially the Halloween event. All you really have to do is hand in resources to Daughter, and you get loot. So it's really not that bad, okay? It's just some Deimos stuff. If we take a look over here, there we go. We can find Daughter, and you might notice they're a little.
Naberus.
Yay!
You do know what that is, right?
Happy Naberus, everybody! And you have
The
Naberus
ancient
treats.
Origin Festival of Death, Darkness, and Deviance. The happiest time of the entire year.
Yay!
I
Happy
dug out
times.
all the old family decorations.
Yep.
Take a look. One of them even tells a story.
So we can look at the story. I know what she's talking
Now,
about.
These ghoulish little knickknacks have been in the family for generations.
Yeah,
I
generations.
can't just give them away.
Oh, there's mods. So, we'll check one by one, see what's going on, starting off with the mods. There are 2 mods, and they are must-haves. Sentient Surge for the Occacore. Each target eliminated refills 20% of the Occacore's magazine, so essentially you can have infinite magazine. Status chance and critical chance are increased by 60% for each active tendril. I love the Occacore. It's a strong, good, lower level weapon because it doesn't do insanely high amounts of damage. But with this, you get a lot of crit chance. If you boost the crit damage a lot, you do pretty insane numbers. And with all of the different like tendrils spouting out and stuff, it's kind of like a really high multi-shot beam weapon. So it is really good. The other one is Vile Discharge on the Embolist. Damage is accumulated up to 30,000. Use Alt Fire to launch an explosive Vile Sack, dealing and resetting the accumulated damage. So I haven't tried this at all myself. I don't really know how great it is, but it's definitely worth checking out and using and picking up from Daughter if you can. As you can notice, it only costs mother tokens to buy everything. So it's not even that expensive. This is the entirety of everything. Ooh, not bad. But let's quickly take a look at... Ooh, should I do appearance first? Yeah. Oh, Lloyd wasn't having it. Let's take a look at everything one by one. The Naberus ephemera is actually really sweet. So this is the blueprint for that. It's a little Batman, Batsy looking ephemeras, right? We have that crafted. Good. Then we have Graham, Day of the Dead skin. It's a little hard to see. I've always hated how they start off the showcases from the side so much, but whatever. Basmu, Day of the Dead skin. Okay, not bad, not bad. Daily reminder, everyone, if you want to support the channel, sub, like, comment down below. Check out Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all the other socials, right? They're all in the description. And you can use Epic Games creator code Pupsker if you ever buy anything on the Epic Games Store to support the channel. So, thank you, everybody. Continuing on, we have the Day of the Dead Necromech skin. Oh, yes. Look at that. Spicy. It actually does look really cool. I like the side profile, too. I like the shoulders. We have a little sigil there. Can't really notice too much. The Spinneret Ephemera. This is also a really good one. I think I have this on like 2 Warframes, maybe just 1. It's essentially webbing all around your arms. And I really do enjoy it. They did a good job with that one. This is the Nyctalis Ephemera. I think I have this one on my Excalibur and maybe another frame here or there. It's massive demon wings because Warframe has only gotten kind of more aggressive with a lot of that cosmetic stuff. Quick little Revenant helmet. It looks good, but I know it doesn't look too special. Nom nom nom. Gotta yawn. We have the Keratos Sugatra at the very bottom there. Okay. Gammacore, Day of the Dead skin. I do like that one, actually. I like the Gammacore. We have a little emblem there for, I think, like owls. We have a little taunting Tam emblem right there. You know, not bad for the little Archons. Hounding Kubro emblem. Oh, that's a big one. It's hard to see, but right there. We have the Somber Stalker emblem. Also hard to see there, but it looks pretty cool. Dagoth emblem. Not bad.
Again.
Oh, she's a Kubro? With all the glass in her head? Okay. Here we have the Ignis Day of the Dead skin, which is showing you the back of my Revenant first. Why is it doing that? Like, it's so goofy. It looks pretty cool, though. And now on to almost some of the stuff we don't have. I do like the claw skin. This one's actually dope. Like, fa 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 fa. I really need to check skins more often. There's so many skins that I have that I just forget about. So we have the Saturn 6 Day of the Dead shoulder plates. Not bad. We have the Saturn 6 Day of the Dead chest plate. Not bad. Saturn 6 Day of the Dead knee plates. Saturn 6 Day of the Dead Sign-Donna. Shroud of Dinar sigil. And yeah, you just can't really see it on my chest. And lastly there, we have the Lacera Scorn skin. And that is a, you know, lightning melee. That's the Lacera, right? Looks pretty cool. I definitely have to pick everything there up. Let's see what we have in miscellaneous. Bosmu is a weapon. Blueprint for that. Decent enough, but nothing I ever really loved using. The Seti Lacera, that's for that Lacera skin. As I said, high electricity status chance weapon. Really good weapon in order to use melee influence on. You just chuck on another status, make it like viral electricity, right? 2 statuses, and then you're good to go. Lovely. Ballroom Simulacrum. Very cool simulacrum. I would pick that up. The Stink Eye Naberus glyph. How much? Oh yeah, we got a couple other things. Noggle statue for Stalker. Okay, not bad. Hollow's Eye. That's a pretty good color palette. Naberus. More Naberus glyphs. This is the thing that you can interact with to tell a story. The Whispering Naberus Mobile. And we will listen to the story after. We have the Sheev Blueprint, if anyone wants it. It's decent for a slash melee weapon. Not gonna lie, but it's not the highest crit. Revenant in Action glyph. Haunted Interior Decorations, very good there. Jack O Knot statue. Okay. Got the Sheev parts there. And then that's a sweet glyph. Always good glyph by Warframe artists and such. Right? Arlo's Flame. There's an Noggle statue for Arlo. The Noggle statue for the male devotee. Female devotee.
Wasn't really
Oh.
fun.
Look at the Dagoth glyph. She has like a face there.
Dissecting specimens.
And then the other Dagoth glyph.
Always
Smile.
loved Naberus Night.
Right? Daughter Naberus glyph. Yeah, my love. Love you, daughter. My Harrow Conjuring glyph. Right? Hit me harder. Zaku Spellcast glyph. I forgot about this one. The glyphs are really cool. A lot of really good ones made in game. A lot of really sweet glyphs. Oh shit, the first new ones. Sorry. Oroxia in Action glyph. Boop. Orexia. And then this poster is so cool. The Mistress of Fear poster. And that is Oroxia. And I will say, those are pretty 10 out of 10. So those are all of the items, miscellaneous, etc. Let me buy hide owned. There we go. Buy out some of the items I still need. I'll swing by here another day. Maybe I'll stream on Twitch doing some mother tokens, making some videos or something. Because I'm just casually streaming on Twitch right now. I don't really have too much time to do it with moving out and everything. So that is Daughter for Nights of Naberus. Those are the cosmetics items. But if we go back to the relay, we'll be able to actually see and use the Naberus Mobile. I think if I go over into equipment, back room, decorate, I can look at the Naberus. Oh no, it doesn't show up here. So I do have a Naberus Mobile. I just think I have it in my Orbiter, which is kind of funny. So I have to legitimately switch to the Orbiter to do this. By the way, remember, if you aren't playing right now or not paying too much attention, run the Valor Fomorian event for your Aurican Catalyst as well, if you just haven't done that yet. You can see I have this like Nights of Naberus spookified, really scary up in here. But if I go over here, you can see, because I have it set up here, this is the Naberus Mobile. And it actually has a story. So every year we sit down, have your coffee, have your hot cocoa, and let's listen to the story of Naberus. It's like 3 minutes.
Would you like to hear a story for Naberus? One that I told my grandchildren when they were small.
Oh, crap, sorry.
Would you like to hear
I accidentally
the
clicked out.
story
I wanted to
from
take a picture.
Naberus? One that I told
Yeah.
my grandchildren when they were small.
It's the same every year, by the way.
Very well.
It's a good story, though.
Long ago, in the Orokin days,
And we're just going to
the
listen.
golden people lived in spoiled luxury.
Yeah.
If a body wore out, why? They would take a new one as easily as plucking a maprico. Such was the mystery of the Kuva.
Mystery of the
What
Kuva.
became of death and disease?
Bad things.
Oh, they were abundant, but not for the Orokin. They were above petty death. Such was their contempt that they decreed a special day on which to make fun of it. On Naberus,
True.
the night
Halloween.
of memory, the
Halloween!
shining people laughed at death. They dressed in costumes that recalled the old days of mortality. Skulls, grinned,
Skulls.
always guttered with demon lights. For one night, beauty was banished. Rot and monstrosity held sway.
Haha.
Now,
Only one night.
on one very special Naberus, 3 pretty Orokin were bored, as Orokin so often were.
As the Smurfs do.
Naberus no longer holds its magic for me, sighed one. Masks and costumes are for children, grumbled another. Why follow the crowd, mused the third. Are we not the very elite of the elite?
Elite. The elite.
Ah, up, my Kissingtons, my
Aha.
luscious loves.
I love this.
Send for blue Kuva and hot lights. I have a sport that will mend all. And in the corridor, behind a curtain, a solitary silent girl heard them and said nothing.
She just stalks them.
Then the 3 were very wicked. For what do you think
These
they
shithead kids.
did?
Shithead kid Orkins.
Down into the streets.
Or I
they
guess not
went,
kids, per se.
and
Just
they
shithead
caught
Orkins.
3 poor Ostrans,
Oh no.
bore them back.
They
to
tortured
their
Ostrans.
gilded halls.
I forgot about this.
One they peeled like a fruit and decked out with glassy splinters, and his naked jaws went chitter-chatter-snap,
Chitta-chatta-snap.
and it echoed all around. Scarlet footprints he left. Another's limbs they twisted and wrenched his neck, and made a bundle of him until he scuttled upsy-downsy like a horrid crab.
Those are the 2 dudes you're seeing in the back.
His sockets all empty, and
Poor.
his stretched-out nose snuffling. The third they pulled thin in hand and foot. She walked spindly-wise on long tiptoes like a spider,
Tip, tip,
and
tip,
her
tip.
entrails hung delicately down. She whispered, split-tongued and hissing as she went. Fine
Okay.
costumes we've made, chortled the 3 Orokin. Let us now try them on and visit our friends. What shrieking there will be! Oh, our names will live forever in the court for
Whew.
such a prank as this. Now,
Sick
the
prank, bro.
silent girl brought them their blue Kuva.
I got you
So
some blue
they
Kuva.
could take on these twisted bodies for only a short time before returning to their own. They drank and slept.
Shouldn't have drank the
and
Kuva.
woke in
Never
their
drank the Kuva.
3 horrid forms. Off they went down the stairs, out the door, into the city, into the night of banners and masks and wild hilarity. Chitter-chatter-snap, scuttle-buttle, whispery-hispery. As you can imagine, there were many screams and laughs. Such cleverness, such wit.
So clever. So witty.
In a high room of the tower, The silent girl looked at the faces of the 3 sleeping Orokin.
And she knows.
She went and opened a little ivory door that she was not supposed to know about, and drew forth a flask that she would have been glassed for even looking at. A flask of crimson kuva.
Oh no,
A
she's
scarlet
pulling out the
seal
red
upon
kuva.
Continuity. Permanent. And she tipped it down 3 cruel throats.
That's
With a
right, get
little laugh,
kuvad.
she went skating away,
Get red kuvad.
never to return. There were many screams that Naberus night, but when the sun came up, none screamed so loud as the 3 who found that they were trapped in the hideous bodies they themselves had fashioned.
That's right, they pranked themselves.
Forever and ever.
Torture prank. They're gone.
So,
They're done.
listen carefully, Tenno, and beware.
Oh yeah, that's the one in the
for
bottom
you
there.
may hear them coming tonight.
Popping around there.
Whispery hispery on long stalking bones, scuttle buttle with his eyes all empty and skinless, dripping handed, chitter chatter snap.
Yep.
Happy Naberus.
Yay! I love the Naberus story. It's actually a little longer than I thought. That was like 6 minutes long. Okay. That is the story of Naberus, and that is essentially the 3 Orokin that have turned themselves into tortured souls. Skin flayed, stabbed with glass. Look at them. Stretched out, guts hanging, and snipple snappled, twisted around. Either way, everyone, that's Nights of Naberus. Let me know what you think. As always, if you want to support the channel, sub, like, check out all the socials, Twitch, Facebook, etc. You can use Epic Games creator code Pupsker if you ever buy anything on the Epic Games Store. And yeah, if there's any random videos you want, let me know. I'm streaming a lot less because I'm getting ready to move and stuff and just kind of busy, and streams are kind of quiet right now, so not a lot I want to play, but expect random streams, so turn on Twitch notifications if you want. Thanks, everyone.